So here are 5 signs that when you begin to notice, you should know that your car ball joint is about to give up. As little as this guy is, it is likely to push you off the road and throw you into the bush, or even cause a very serious road hazard. Now, whenever you see a car on the center of the road, or maybe somewhere on the road, and one tire is facing north while the other one is facing south, because most time this thing happens on the center of the road. If you see that car and one tire is facing north while the other is facing south, just know that the ball joint of that car has given up. It has pulled from its ball. And at that point, there is nothing the owner of that car can do again if not to get a replacement and replace that side that has pulled. And the second option is to tow the car to the closest mechanic around for a replacement. That is why you have to know these 5 signs. It will help you to know when to reach out to your mechanic for check-up and also to replace any bad ball joint before it is too late. Remember what I said, the ball joint is small, but most weight on the front part of your car is resting on the ball joint. And that is actually what helps you to steer your tires. So imagine trying to turn your steering and then one tire is facing south while the other is facing north. You can imagine what is going to happen at that point. Imagine also if you were on high speed. Well, your gaze is as good as mine. Now let's go into it without wasting time. Number 1 is once you begin to hear a clocking or a popping sound from your tire side, that's from the front wheel, just know that something might be wrong with your ball joint. You'll be hearing some strange noise when you steer your tires or when you jump potholes or speed bumps. Those sounds or those noise you are hearing is a sign. Number 2, vibration in your steering wheel. You see some people while they are driving, you find out that their steering wheel is vibrating and they are ignoring that sign. They don't want to fix it. Some people are careless to the extent that provided that the car is still moving, they don't care until the last point. And I know you don't want to be a victim of a failed ball joint because most times the drivers are not lucky. Number 3, loose or wandering steering wheel. You see, sometimes some people don't notice the sign. When you are steering your wheel, you find out there is a gap. Notice a gap. Before you feel the steering, you see there is a gap before you feel the steering on both sides. That is a sign that there is a problem with your suspension and it is likely to be the ball joint that is loose. It is about to give up. So if your steering wheel is wandering, that is, if it is too loose, you're supposed to feel your steering when you are trying to steer the tires. You're supposed to feel a little force that shows that there is a grip. So when you are not feeling that grip, when there is a gap before you feel the grip, just know that there is something wrong with your suspension and it is likely to be the ball joint that is giving you sign for a replacement. Number 4, uneven tire wear. When your ball joints are bad, it is going to affect the alignment of your front wheel. And what is going to happen? Because the tires are no longer aligned, it is going to start wearing one side of your tires. So when you begin to notice that your tires are no longer wearing uniformly, it is wearing one side, just know that you have a very bad suspension or ball joint. It is also a very clear sign that your ball joint is bad. And finally, number 5, you will begin to hear squeaking sounds coming from your front wheel. This sound is similar to a sound where two ions are rubbing each other. It is a clear sign that the dust cover of the ball joint is no longer there. So water has gotten into the ball joint and washed away the lubricant that is supposed to keep it running smoothly. So what is going to happen? It is going to begin to walk iron to iron. And after a while, if you don't observe these signs in time and take action, the ball joint is definitely going to leave you stranded very soon. But the question is, where and when? That is what I cannot actually predict. It might be on the highway, it might take you into the bush, or even worse. So make a hay while the sun shines. Once you see these signs, my advice is for you to run to your mechanic as quick as possible for a replacement and also to check other suspensions before it is too late. Well, this is Hill Fox Auto Spare Parts. See you on the next one and have a nice day.